Under arrest on suspicion of murder, okay? You do not have to say anything. It may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do.
Simon Levy is in his bedroom wearing pyjamas when he's arrested for murder. But after being questioned, police then release him because they didn't have enough evidence.
Maybe mistaken identity, I don't know what's going on.
But it's not a mistake. He had killed, and he'd go on to kill again. The next time he was arrested, they had enough proof.
At the moment, you're under arrest on suspicion of murder, okay?
What?
In his trial, he refused to give evidence, but he was pleading innocence from the very beginning.
I know that I haven't done anything.
Levy was known to police for prolific sexual offending, and just weeks before the murders, he'd raped and suffocated a woman who's not named for legal reasons. She survived and gave police a heartbreaking account of what he did. But a formal statement wasn't taken by police for months. He was still free and went on to kill Carmenza Valencia Trujillo and Cheryl Wilkins, vulnerable women providing sexual services in return for money or drugs. This is Carmenza walking around her estate in Southwark in March last year. She's seen here on a Ring doorbell cam. Levy is seen in the same area on the same day. Within hours, Carmenza would be dead. After his arrest for Carmenza's murder, he was released under investigation. So 6 months later, Levy is able to kill again, this time nearer his home in North London. He gets on a bus late at night. Cheryl Wilkins can be seen on camera in the area. As he gets off the bus near Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, she's ahead. She's arranged to meet him, and while they stay separate, they're then seen walking down the high road close by. And she eventually follows him into a shop car park, the same in which he'd raped a woman just months before. These would be the last moments of Cheryl's life. Around 50 minutes later, he casually wanders out before going back to what he's left behind, her body face down as Carmenza's was, and then he leaves for good. Police also recovered the jacket he'd been wearing that night with Cheryl's DNA on it. His DNA was found on both victims.
Simon Levy is a dangerous and predatory offender. His crimes were calculated, cruel and deeply disturbing. Throughout the trial, he has shown complete disregard for the victims and victim survivor, despite being fully aware of the lasting and devastating impact of his actions.
Levy's crimes didn't just target women being paid for sex. He was indiscriminate. He was convicted of 2 counts of sexual assaults, which he committed in 2018. It wasn't until 2021 that he was jailed, though. In 2022, while in prison, he sexually assaulted a female prison officer. He was out of jail in 2023, and then he's recalled in 2024 after an allegation of rape, but is out 3 months after, at the end of his licence period. Later, he was also found guilty for 11 sexual assaults that happened between 2022 and 2025, including on public transport. Many of them committed in the same time period that he attacks the unnamed woman. British Transport Police say delays in its investigation meant his bail was extended and he was free to murder Carmenza. But during the initial hearing for some of those assaults, he's bailed because not all of the relevant information was provided by the Crown Prosecution Service to remand him into custody. He's free to kill Cheryl in August of that year. The question then is why his dangerous crimes were able to escalate. This comes against a backdrop of a national strategy to reduce violence against women and girls. And so now the authorities will be asked to look at why the dots of his crimes weren't connected and whether any opportunities to stop him were missed. British Transport Police says it has amended its procedures for repeat offenders as a result. The CPS too apologised, saying there should have been a more robust approach to try to remand him into custody, vowing to strengthen its approach in serious sexual offence cases. And the police watchdog confirmed it's investigating the Met Police, including alleged failures by 2 officers after Levy's release.
The Metropolitan Police has voluntarily referred itself to the Independent Office of Police Conduct, which is the independent watchdog that overviews any instances where we may have failed in our duty to protect the public. We've done so on the basis that we need to understand better what could have been done better, if at all, to offender manage Simon Levy in such a way as we could have protected the public from the harm that he posed. Despite bids to have him remanded into custody, he was actually bailed by the courts. So whilst we've referred ourselves to the IOPC to check our offender management processes in this matter, there's also a collective wider bit of learning about system failure and how he came to be bailed from courts at the peak of his offending.
Simon Levy will likely be jailed for the rest of his life, a potential serial killer in the making had he not been stopped. But many will now question why he wasn't stopped earlier.
What? Yeah, I'm coming. All right.